It's a brutal era of endless war, providing the chosen talisman of Nurgle, Epidemius, countless opportunities to spread, observe, and catalog the Plague Lord's myriad glorious diseases.
Hey guys, this is Michael. I'm having a pretty bad day, so I'm hoping to take it out on some of the enemies of Nurgle here. So I'm just refreshing my memory on the status of this campaign. We're about to lose the Folly of Malofex. I was just glancing right before I started the recording here, glancing at our army here and at their army, and of course at our garrison. And if it weren't for all those Nurglings, I would like our chances of doing some damage to that army. But the more I look at it, that army is awfully strong. All those are chariots. And although I'm not very good with chariots, it doesn't mean that the AI isn't very good with them. Some of them are pretty high, well, reasonably high ranks. They've got these champions over here. They've got these female warriors, and of course we can't see everything else. I was kind of thinking, well, you know, we'll do some damage to them with the garrison, and then we'll finish them off with this army right here. And as I have looked at them a little bit more, even though I have the utmost confidence in particularly exalted plague bearers, I'm not altogether sure we're going to be able to stop them. So it turns out that Varg here is quite a bit stronger than I was kind of thinking that they were. They don't look super strong right here. I guess all of their strength must be probably in this one army. They do have this other army right here as well. We can't see much of what's in that except for these characters, these Skinwolf Werekin. So other than that, I have no idea what's in there. Could very well end up being that we'll lose the Fetid Catacombs and the Folly of Malofex. It's fine as long as we don't lose the Twisted Towers, and I don't think we're going to lose those to Varg anytime soon. Now, whether we lose them to Valkia is obviously another story. Valkia having decided to park all of her armies right there. That's obviously a concern. And then she's got her own army right here as well, so certainly not behavior that I welcome. But we are, unfortunately, pretty much preoccupied right now with Archaon. Valkia is... currently, we have a non-aggression pact with her, so she's not supposed to be going to war with us quite yet, but I suspect it's only a matter of time. She is certainly showing every indication that she wants our territory, so, and of course that relations is deteriorating. Now, she did end up going to war with someone else in the last episode. It's a combination here of these ogres and... Tower of Nagaron, that is, of course, Malekith. And you would think that Malekith is a big enough deal that she should focus on him. The problem is... Let's see if I can find him here. Where's he at? Where's he at? Druki, there we are. Okay. He's only actually strength rank 25, but still, he's you know, he's a major legendary lord. The problem is they probably don't share a border. No, they should. Valkia should have a border with him as well. So I don't know. I don't know why she has all of her armies parked outside of our fortress. Maybe she will start moving them west. I just am not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to count on it. Meanwhile, over here, we're just going to continue to press on against Archaon. While I had that open, I should have taken a look here at Archaon. Right here. So Archaon has certainly been beaten down pretty badly. We've knocked out a number of his armies in the last few episodes, and we of course have our I don't want to say invincible, but our extremely strong army. Where are we? Where are we? Epidemius right here. Yeah, our extremely strong army of Epidemius. It needs to pause just long enough to get a little bit of replenishment going here, but we should be able to, I think, hold off all of Archaon plus Cull here pretty handily with just the single army. That's the hope, anyway. And we do need to take the Crystal Spires to finish off this province, and so that's kind of a priority, but I don't want to turn around and lose Port of Secrets right after having taken it, so it may be a little while before we can go up there and take that. Alright, so that's pretty much the status of things. Meanwhile, yeah, these right here, obviously we're not going to spend any money on upgrading them at this point. Fetid Catacombs, I might even want to demolish this for 450. Nah, it's actually not worth demolishing, just in case they don't attack it. All right, over here, we've got everything already being built that we can build. We do have plenty of money, you know, that's the nice thing. All right, so I guess the final question is, do I want to do any more recruiting, like right here? And I think the answer is yes, because I would like to get one turn of replenishment in before we fight this battle. Now, obviously, our upkeep is unsustainable in the long term, but we can do it for a little while. We've been doing okay with running into the red now for any number of turns, so we can continue that. I could take just some regular, yeah, it looks like regular Plague Bearers is all we're going to be able to do here if I wanted to stay demonic, which I think is what we want to do with Bilgefoot. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves, and this is, okay, so this came up in the comments, and I don't know why. I do not know why. If anybody can explain why our cost is 0, let me know. This is vanilla. This is not SFO. Well, I can't say it's vanilla because we're using a bunch of mods, but we're not using any mods that should impact the recruitment price. And it's not like we've got the plague on us that affects recruiting at all. And we haven't done whatever, this one right here. This one reduces the recruitment cost by 15%, which normally I would say, yeah, that would certainly impact the recruitment cost, but it shouldn't drive it down to 0. And this army doesn't have that activated on it anyway, I don't think. So I assume it would show up down here. So I don't know. At this point, I am just completely clueless why our recruiting costs are so cheap. But we're going to go ahead and get up to 19 then by recruiting these. We're going to give them the 1 turn to replenish. We have enough in the way of plagues, infections, that we could drop a plague on ourselves to improve our casualty replenishment, or we could also try to drop a plague on them. So let's think about this and see what's available here. So recruitment health, I could have done that before recruiting them. That was kind of dumb of me. That's all right. Which one here is the casualty replenishment? This, maybe? Casualty replenishment plus 2%. And we could then give ourselves a boost to armor and melee defense. Might be worth doing. Alternatively, we could cause them a -4 to their melee defense. I think we're going to drop the plague on ourselves. Bilgefoot Everrot. 15% is the chance. No, that's not. Maybe my brain's not functioning right now. I'm not exactly sure what that 15% is telling me. I thought it was going to be the chance for it to spread. But that's obviously not what the tooltip says. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. We're talking 180 here. That's half of what we've got. Let's do it. Okay. So now you're going to be a little bit stronger in terms of your replenishment and your armor. And what was the third one? I've already forgotten now what the third plague symptom was. Armor and melee defense, of course. Okay, all right, so that's good. Our melee defense, that I quite like. Yeah, that will certainly help us. All right. Okay, then I think we're probably ready to check our diplomacy and then end our turn. We're only strength rank 47. We need to start improving that, I think. Of course, we can't do it with our economy being the way it is right now. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn. See how bad the damage is over here. Okay, so here comes Archaon. Going to make a move up there, huh? And here's Valkia. Move westward, yes. Very nice. Move the other armies as well. Okay. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much, but it's a good sign. Ooh. No, she's not at war with Varg. I was going to say maybe she'll fight Varg, but alas, 'tis not to be. But at least she's moving away from the Twisted Towers. Alright, so Kull here is moving kind of away from us. I'm going to have to revise my earlier statement that we can defend everything and also conquer Archaon and Kull with a single army. What just happened? It looked for a second like they were going to attack the Folly of Malofex, and then this just happened. Okay, I don't understand this at all, but I'll take it. This gives us a fighting chance. We can now see just how strong their army is, and, you know, most of this we already knew about. It looks like those are the units there that we couldn't see before, maybe these guys. Alright, anyway, it's fine. It's a level 11 Lord. We're level 10. I have a lot of confidence in these Plague Bears, but what we need to do is we need to fight in the trees. So that'll be good against the large opponents. So let's go ahead and fight it. Obviously, we're not going to auto-resolve. Not to mention, fighting a battle is what's going to help me take my mind off of my bad day. So, start our deployment here. Like I said, we want to fight in these trees. They do have to come to us. You guys you can throw from here and then back up farther into the trees. And everybody else, we're just going to kind of... We're going to move... Here, let me do it like this. We're going to move in there, and we're going to use the tried and true, super sophisticated tactic referred to as the blob, which we have used many times in this campaign to great effect already. Okay, let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's move up in here. Like that. Again, you four. I'll tell you what, if they come over here, now I think we need to be. I think we need to be here. We'll get a lot of you all over here as well. And then you all for now. Like that. And you here in the middle. I think we should pretty well be in the trees then. I'm going to take one of you right here. And one of you right here. You'll have to take my word for it. I know it's really hard to see what's going on in here, but you'll have to take my word for it that is a somewhat intelligent way to to dispose of our troops. Okay, you can certainly turn like that. And here we go. We should start throwing. Are we going to throw, guys? There we go. Yeah, it looks like most of it got through the trees. That's good. Okay. Now, what we also want to do... Okay, like some of you on them. In fact, you right over here. Yeah, you can help out on them as well. And I'm going to go ahead and get you in here. I think we'll do... I'm not too worried about the magical attacks. I guess I could do that. Alright. Let's get you throwing at them. Right over here, we need you all throwing at them. And throwing at them. And you... Get back over here. They're firing at us. That's why. That's fine. Actually, you know what? Get back over here. You guys try to keep them locked. No, never mind. Right there. Okay, let's go ahead and throw a heal on them. That's fine. Let's get all of you all. We need to be a little bit more blobby than this, don't we? Okay, you know what? Everyone in towards the middle here. And let's go ahead and drop this again. And you can also do that, why not? And you can do that. Okay, everybody on them now. That should eradicate them pretty quickly. Everybody in on them next. Yeah, see, we need these stragglers to not be straggling. Come on, guys, get everybody pack in here. I want to get my leadership buff spread around as much as possible. Okay, right, everybody now on them. And can I do another Soul Blight? Excuse me, Spirit Leech? Why are you all not moving? Why do you not listen to my orders, game? Do you not understand how the pathfinding in this game could be as ridiculously bad as it is? Okay, let's go ahead and... Now I'm just going to sit tight with my Winds of Magic for now. We are starting to take some damage here to our Exalted Plague Bearers, which does concern me. I'm going to throw a heal on these. These female warriors are turning out to be reasonably tough right here. Let's go ahead and do another Spirit Leech. And now might be a good time. Not quite yet. He's not ready to break yet. If we can get him broken, though, that might really help. These guys right there are in pretty bad shape. Let's go ahead and do this again. That should help. We are taking some damage here. I know this is not the most exciting battle in the world, but it's plenty tense, I can tell you that. It's not a fight that I want to lose. Okay, here, let's start throwing. And you guys over here start throwing over there, maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and do another Spirit Leech. I'm a little bit worried that we're just not going to be able to throw our plague grenades very effectively. It's fine. We're holding our own. We've almost got this guy down now, but now would be a good time to go after him. Okay, let's go ahead and get a heal on you. Oops, I should have done this one. Oh well. It's alright. Is this guy taking any damage at all? Not yet. Oh, there we go. He's taking a little. Okay. This ought to do it, right? Can we do 1,000 points damage to him? It's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close. Oh my goodness, it stopped with 70. There we go. He's down. Nice. Okay. Hopefully that will make a huge difference. Okay. Let's try to take out the units that look like they're the most badly hurt. I realized, you know, it's not very effective. I can't get all of the units to actually attack the thing I'm clicking on, but I'm still doing a general attack order for all of my units because I want to keep them as blobbed up as possible for the leadership benefit, as well as it being harder for them to get attacks in from behind us. Okay, everybody now, since that one ran away, everybody turn around and hit these great weapon Marauder champions. You try to hit them. You. Okay, you know what? I can go ahead and heal you now. Oh, these guys are in bad shape. I'm going to try to get them over there a little bit. Okay, I can probably do another one of these. And at this point, I don't think Spirit Leech is going to do much good against most of the units, but it could work on something like a Femir Warrior maybe, or probably a Chariot would have been a better target for that, no doubt. We still have a little bit of power reserve left. Okay, somebody broken back there. That's good. Those are just the cheap horsemen. Okay, let's try now. Everybody blob on these Marauder champions right there. Okay, let's go ahead and maybe do... Let's do this on a chariot. And guys, turn around and hit that chariot. Okay, how much damage did we do to that chariot? Wavering, that's good. Shaken. That's less good. Alright, never mind. Back to these champions then. You gotta keep... I'm kind of moving them back and forth to keep the blob going. Okay, right here. You all need to heal. If I lose the Plague Toads, I'm not too worried about that. I do not want to lose you. However, I need you close to the front line so you can keep doing that. And we're going to do this now on these guys. I got to tip my cap a little bit to these Norskins. They have put up a decent fight, but I think we got them. These plague bearers just are so tough. They are very good at this kind of fighting. You just have to have patience. No, I am not singing a song by Guns N' Roses, if anybody knows that song. How many of you even have heard, well, I'm sure you've heard of Guns N' Roses, but how many of you know some of Guns N' Roses songs? Probably really dating myself. Okay. Let's go after these guys. Hopefully we won't lose this battle now that I've talked up my plague bearers this much. We haven't lost any units yet. Let's go ahead and do that just to get rid of them completely. They're down to, well, no, they still have 3. These Marauder champions are still steady. That's kind of impressive. Okay, let's go ahead and throw another heal on these. Eventually, though, I'm going to wear them down. We don't do damage quickly, but we don't take damage quickly. Okay, he's down to 2, and he's coming back. I think we're going to have an opportunity here to take out this unit when they get closer. And we're doing pretty good against those champions now. That would be very... There we go, they broke. Okay, that's good. Let's everybody on these chariots right there. Wavering. I realize I could speed it up, but I've just heard that there have been problems with speeding up in battle since the last patch, and I don't know if that's still a thing. Okay, those Fenrir warriors are broken. It looks like for the most part, most of them are falling to pieces now. This is good. This is very good. Alright, you 40 seconds from being able to do your Locus of Contagion again. Let's everybody get on these chariots right here. Let's go ahead and drop this on those chariots as well. We're close to losing some units, and you know, with demons, once you lose a unit, you could start suffering real leadership penalties, and next thing you know, your entire army disintegrates. I don't think that's going to happen to us here, but it could. All right, let's go ahead and throw this heal on you. And everybody on them. And you can do your Locus of Contagion again. And they're starting to lead us out of the trees. We don't want that. We do not want to be fighting outside the trees. Okay, this guy right here needs a heal. It's going to take a little while, but hopefully he'll still be around to heal him next. Okay, I thought like a couple minutes ago we were about to win this battle, and they are still hanging in there. They're still hanging in. However, these guys coming back for more, they're down to very low health. I don't think they're going to last long. Nor will that chariot right there. There's actually... There's 3 chariots left, despite the fact that we could barely see any health remaining on that unit. That's crazy. These guys are wavering. There we go. Now they're running away. There's chariots, that is. These champions they're wavering, but they're not breaking quite as quickly as I would have expected. Just keep on them, guys. Keep on them. 32 of them right now. 31, wavering again. 30, 29. Okay, I'm going to be able to get another heal off, and I think this is the unit to do it. Oh, I lost the toads! Oh no, I didn't even notice that I lost the toads. That's okay, I can live with that. Alright, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot we can do to run these guys down. We're super slow, and they're mostly very fast. You guys go that way, you two stay throwing on him if you can. Nope, can't. Alright, I think then that'll do it. Alright, judging by how that fight went, I do think fighting in the forest did a world of good for us, as did dropping the plague on us to boost our armor and our melee defense. I think that helped us out quite a bit as well. So it's unfortunate about the plague toads, but I can live with that. And I think we're going to take... We'll take the infections. And he does have another army over here, not to mention this army is still alive, so... Mount gained, Bilgefoot, okay, that's good. Verbal corruption, whatever. Oh, that was a technology there, okay. A new god ascends, that's fine. And... Okay, so these guys over here are just raiding, interesting, okay. We got quite a few ranks there. Alright, let's go ahead then and do a quick save. And take a look at what we've got here. So they emerged from that in remarkably good shape, considering how long that fight took and the damage that we seemed to be doing to them, but I don't think there's any reason for us to not going ahead to attack them again. Do I want... It looks like I've been working my way towards Lightning Strike with Bilgefoot, so I'll continue to do that. Do I want this? Banner of Unholy Victory. Sure, we'll take that. You deserve it, and we'll give you this War Banner as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we could recruit one more unit. I could get another Exalted Plague Bearer. Don't know if that's worth the expense at this point, because I think what we've got here should be able to finish these guys off, right? I would think so. Let me just do this. Let me go through everybody else. Epidemius, what are you going to do? They are coming up here towards Volcano's Heart. Oh, holy cow. How did... So they snuck by me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to cancel Volcano's Heart. I think all they'll do is sack it. I don't think they'll occupy it. Port of Secrets... Yeah, how's it this? Okay, so here's the problem. It's very, very hard for us to both defend and offend. To both attack and defend with one army across this wide of a range. This was a mistake for me to come all the way down here and allow them to get up here towards Volcano's Heart. That is very clearly not going to be able to defend itself, and I'm not going to recruit an emergency army for a Tier 1 settlement. So we're just going to cancel this and basically allow them to have it, but what do I want to do about it? I think at this point I need to move Vashnar back over this way, don't I? It looks like Bilgefoot has got things under control against Varg. And if Valkia keeps moving westward, then I really don't need these armies over here. I keep moving them back and forth, which is kind of unfortunate. This is a huge waste of resources, but it made sense at the time. Let's give you Foe Seeker, and we will give you Replenished Troops. And you're already in march stance. We're going to race you this way.
Sludge weeps from eye.
And What to do about Leper War? I think we'll decide what to do about Leper War after we fight this battle right here. I'll worry about the settlements later as well. So let's do this. Let's go ahead. I'm at 18 units. I could recruit 2 more if I wanted to. If we merged you and you, let's do it. Don't need to merge. We're at 4,500. Okay, one. As long as we keep fighting battles every turn, it shouldn't really be a problem. Now, here's the question. Decisive victory. Let's go ahead and assign these. Leadership, we're going to give this to whoever has the fewest models, which looks like this one right here. You get that. Banner of Unholy Victory. We want to give this to you. And Speed and Strider, doesn't really matter who we give this to. Probably doesn't really belong on this army, but we're going to give it to you. Okay, if I auto-resolve, I would lose 1 Plague Bearer. I'm going to auto-resolve because these battles take a very long time, and we basically just fought this battle, except we fought a more interesting version of it. Okay, I lost 2 of them, even though it told me I was only going to lose 1. Whatever, it's fine. Not the first time that's happened. Okay, and then we've got... Boy, not really good... Oh, it's... Okay. You know, I made that video not too long ago about what I think would be improved design decisions. This is a perfect example of it. We get nothing... Well, I should say nothing, but we don't get nearly as good rewards here because we didn't kill the enemy lord. I think we'd better take the favor at this point because we're burning through favor really quickly. Okay, lucky arrow, whatever. Not much good for us. Now. We can't see what all they've got in that army, but it couldn't possibly be particularly strong. Well, I mean, if that's their last remaining army, it has a little bit of strength to it, but I still don't think it's going to be any kind of a match for us. I do think I'm going to put us in channeling stance since we can't reach them to attack this turn. Get ourselves a turn of replenishment here, and we'll see what they do. And you have the lightning strike now, 1 point of it anyway. Obviously, we've got very low model counts on some of these units, so if we do end up fighting this battle next turn, we might lose some of them, or alternatively, we might want to merge some of them before the battle. It's fine. Fetid Catacombs, Folly of Malofex. I'm still not going to start... I have to feel like they could take that if they wanted to. Folly of Malofex, I could go ahead and start leveling stuff up here again, because I don't think Valky is going to attack me, and I don't think this army can reach it. So let's do that.
You're a pretender.
It does look like they can reach it, doesn't it? Like they can go around me. Alright, I don't think they would, but just in case, I'm not going to spend the money. Yeah, I don't think this army is probably going to be able to overpower that garrison, but there's still no reason to not just wait 1 turn. It's fine. So then, if we're doing that, we've got the situation with Varg under control. That means Leper War can move this way as well. Okay. And what that means then for our overall strategy is we can't stop him from taking Volcano's Heart. But what we can do is stop him from taking anything else. He's not going to be able to take the Tower of Flies. We're upgrading this garrison, and it's already fairly strong. Although we can't see everything in that army. But what we're going to do is we're going to put you in ambush stance. We're going to put you in a place where you can go in either direction here. I think we'll just put you here.
That's the true fascination.
And so, if somebody makes a move on Port of Secrets, we can easily get back and help defend that. If they make a move towards Tower of Flies, we can obviously reach that. What we can't do, and if they don't do either, we can go towards the Crystal Spires, but what we can't do is be everywhere at once. That's the problem. All right, unassigned skill points. Yin the Corpulent, okay. Yin, you are starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel here in terms of my preferred skills. But since I do keep sending you in kamikaze style into melee, I think I'll give you Blade Shield. Alright, building upgrades. I've already decided not to do anything here. Volcano's Heart, yep, I just canceled that. And you guys are all good. Okay, what we can do is check our diplomacy. Nothing to do. Even Archaon doesn't want peace with us. Okay. You're lost, guys. And I mean that literally. Okay, I think then I could do Plague. I could do Occultist. You've got a Plague on you right now.
Do not displease me.
I don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to save the infections for now. Research. Okay, we're starting to do pretty good here with our research. Ooh, I need 600 for this. And that would be quite nice. We could start doing this. And we could start doing this. Both of those are worth having. Thus far, we've been a little bit more focused on demons, so I think I'm going to go that way. And let me now double check our missions out here. Raid Varg camp. Yeah, maybe one of these days. We're still trying to capture our third province. That's pretty crazy. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Malachi is still alive and kicking. A little bit. Okay, here we go. Volcano's Heart is about to get lost. Yeah, this is... Yin, I hope you would agree with me that this is an automatic loss. We're not going to win this one. We barely did any damage to them at all. That's fine. Let's take a look at what he's got. He's got some Chaos Spawn. He's got some Chaos Knights. Most of the rest of this, well, the Trolls are... Oh, and he's got these Aspiring Champions. Most of the rest of it is not too worrisome. And he just raised it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Holy cow. Oh, discovered. Really? You're going to let me destroy you? Okay. I assumed when this popped up that our ambush had actually worked despite the low percentage. But no. No, he's just an idiot. Okay. Some Chaos Warriors, some Aspiring Champions, some Chariots, some Giants, some Manticores. He's got some decent stuff here, but I mean, it's obviously not going to be any match for us. The only thing is we might end up losing a plague drone unit or something like that, but the manticores could go after my plague drones if I tried to keep them up in the air. Alright, well, we're going to fight it, obviously. And of course, this time I'm not going to fight in the trees because they have fewer large units. Well, they still have a decent number of large units, but we've got so many missile throwers that it would be more detrimental to us to fight inside the forest. Alrighty. Let's just do this. Let's just move all of you to here. That's fine. Maybe up a little bit more. That's fine. And then all of you down here. Facing backward. There we go. And that's everybody. You... I think I want you to be kind of... I think maybe I want you to be on the ground. And right there. And you... We'll put you in the middle. You on the left flank. You on the right flank. Alright, let's do this. Start deployment. I guess we've already deployed. Start battle. Speed up until the fighting begins. Guys, you do know you have to come towards us, right? There we go. Look at the fools. They're trying to flank us. It's just not going to work. Exalted plague bearers are kind of immune to flanking. Okay, let's go ahead and get a spell off on those Chaos Knights. Why not? Yeah, a little bit of damage anyway. Boom. See how they like that. Okay, what are they doing down there? They're literally not coming towards us. Do they not? I mean, this has been a problem before where the AI doesn't realize that it has to attack because it's the attacker. Oh, they're coming now. Okay, guys. Stop right there. It's fine. It'll be fine. These things, these Chaos Warhounds aren't going to do too much to us. This is pretty good. This summoned unit of Plague Bearers is actually doing pretty good work against those Chaos Knights. Okay, they're broken already. We should be throwing our Plague Grenades here pretty soon. And let's just go ahead and start getting some magic off on him, I suppose. And maybe... Where's the enemy lord at? I lost track of the enemy lord. Still don't see him. Okay, Yin, you can go ahead and get down there. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Looks like they're already running away. That's pretty good. Okay, Epidemius. Let's go ahead and get you. Well, first of all, we can do this summons right there. There we go. There's the enemy lord. Okay, this is starting to look pretty promising here. Let's take out these Chaos Knights. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off all of our plague grenades at this point. Maybe not yours, you can take that. Okay, Epidemius, help out here. Not really seeing anybody needing a heal right now.
I will add to the carry myself.
Okay, guys, turn around, hit them. There's Aspiring Champions and Yin. You can debuff these Aspiring Champions if I can find them right there. Maybe do this. It's going to end up hitting some of us. Back a little farther there. Try that. Yeah, I did a little bit. Alright, go ahead and do your Lurk's Contagion again. And get down on those Aspiring Champions. Epidemius, what are you doing? Nothing right now. Yin, you know what? Go ahead and drop another Reigns of Visitations on him. Over here, how are we looking? Almost have them wiped out here. Unbreakable, though. You all on them. You all here in the middle. On... Never mind, that's going to do it. Okay, Yin, go after this guy. The only thing left is this unbreakable unit. Alright, Yin, go after him here. Here, actually, are you on foot? Yes, you are. Never mind, you're not going to catch up. Yin, you should be able to catch up to him a little bit better than this, my dude. Okay, I will meet everybody. I'm going to do my best to kill the enemy lord, and then I will meet everybody back on the battle resolution screen. Alrighty, so obviously their army is going to survive, and we only took out about half of their units, but we did so much damage to the others that you should, blow on them and they'll fall over. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll take the infections. Oh, we did end up destroying the army. How? They discovered us, they attacked us. Interesting. Don't know what happened there. been an interesting end turn because I didn't lose the settlement that I thought I was going to lose, but I did lose a different one on the opposite side of our empire. It happens. No, I'm sorry, that was 2 end turns ago. I did expect to lose this one this end turn. Losing my mind. Alright, so Kull is coming back with a 4-unit army. And is he going to attack? He is going to attack. Okay. Alright, so we have ourselves a decisive defeat if we auto-resolve. This is just going to be field battle, right? It is indeed. Well, I guess we'll fight it, but I kind of want to end the episode on a... Nah, we'll go ahead and fight it. It hasn't been long enough. This episode hasn't been long enough yet. Is there any point? Nurglings, couple of plague bears. I don't think there's any point. I'm going to auto-resolve it after all. It's not a major battle. We've got 2 big battles already going on in this episode. It's fine. Those of you who are still watching will forgive me. Okay, let's go ahead and... Well, actually, we did some damage to him there. I might have been able to take out, like, that Manticore, maybe if I'd literally focused everybody on him. What are you doing now? He moves closer to me. Very interesting. Interesting decisions by the AI this turn. Okay. Ascendant Mortal, Vashnar Soulflare. Okay. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. We are going to ascend to be a Demon Prince. This mortal champion has proved themselves a worthy beneficiary of the Dark God's boons. They are now ready to take the next step on the path to glory and become a Demon Prince. Boom. Okay. The Wild Hunt ceases, whatever. Settlement sacked, whatever. Demon Prince takes command. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Good old Vashnar, the Demon Prince now. Probably a more powerful Demon Prince than Godslayer. Well, definitely in this campaign, because Godslayer's been slain. Okay. So what are we? We're level 8. We lost quite a few levels, but it's okay. I do really, really like getting up here to... Is it Demonic Onslaught? No. I don't remember now what ability it was that I always really liked about these Demon Princes. Okay. Decaying Brand, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I love these passive... these permanent passive debuffs like that. Okay, anyway. That one's not permanent. Okay. All right, so what do we want to do here? I think... Let's look at your trait, first of all. You've got Open Dies. It's not one of my favorites, but it's okay. The ward save 6% I quite like, and you'll start getting experience pretty quickly. I do want Bloated Carcass for sure because of your... larger hitbox and the fact that you're flying. I think I'm going to go ahead and take all of these. And maybe... Do we have a separate wizard in this army? We do. So I don't need him to be the one to cast all the magic. So let's go ahead and focus maybe on making him a little bit tougher in battle himself. And do you still have your same magic items? Okay. That's all fine. Okay. Let's go back in. Actually, let's do this. Let's jump this way over to Epidemius and give you your skill up.
Epidemius!
Next level, this reduces our upkeep a little bit, increases our casualty replenishment rate by nothing, apparently. No, I can live without that for the time being, anyway. Eventually, I wonder if that 1% there in the middle is actually 1.5% and it just doesn't show on the tooltip. Might be the case. Oops. Let's try this again here. I'll give you Blight Swarm. Could be good. Spread to enemies within the spread range meters of affected unit. So 30 meters. Affects up to 5 units. Okay. Melee defense minus 20. It's pretty good. And what we're going to want to do then is this one right here. Terminal Infection. Yeah, okay. It's not great, but it'll be helpful. The missile resistance will probably be pretty useful since they're already so tough. It would be that much harder to kill. Okay, anyway, you then, okay, so I was told to take Gate of Nurgle. But I'm not going to yet. I'm going to continue. I like this. And I end up always forgetting to use my Gate of Nurgle. And it's not like I don't already have plenty of Plague Bearers fighting, so another one wouldn't be. Now, I know that eventually you can get up to a Great Unclean one with that. Definitely worth having. I definitely will take it in time. Alright, you are incapable of defending yourself.
No!
Possibly even to a size 4 army. But let's get you heading over this way.
Patience benefits chaos.
And you as well. Wow, you can move quite a bit farther. I don't want you to fight that army by yourself. Although you might be able to win that. They could reach you, and you would not be able to retreat if I moved them the whole way to here. Would we welcome that fight? That's the question. I feel like we could win that fight. I'm going to welcome it. And if I lose this battle, it would not be that big of a deal because we need to start getting rid of units anyway. This is only level 1 Lord. I don't desperately want to lose these heroes that I recruited, of course, but it's fine. I could give a plague to them or to us. That could help. Now, what am I going to do with you? Does Crystal Spires does not have an army. Size 12 garrison. Do we want to risk losing Port of Secrets here to a size 4 army? This red, yeah, they can reach. I'd better not. I don't want to do that. I'm going to move you to here. Ambush success chance is 31%, the best we can do. Looks like it. That's fine. Okay, so you know what, if that's the case, I'm just going to go ahead and go into channeling stance. We'll get some Winds of Magic improvement here, and they will probably turn around and run away. These guys up here, I'm hoping they'll attack Leper War, and then I'm hoping that we can win it. You right here, you're fine. You are 3 turns away from leveling. We'll get up to the Crystal Spire soon. Okay, over here, everything is fine, but we do want to level up Blackrock. We're still 9 turns away. Should I change to growth, maybe? Or no, I tell you what I should do is I should... No, I want to save up for the 600 for this. We'll get there eventually. Okay, it's fine. Let me just see what our... these blessed symptoms that... what we have, weapon strength, is that the only one? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Alright, so that's not important enough to me to do another plague. Okay, so that then just leaves you down here. Now, this is probably where, yeah, we'll start this out. We'll start the next episode with this. So we need to do this fight. I think I'm going to definitely fight it manually. Unless that... Yeah, no, they're not close enough for the garrison to come out and help. So it's just this army against that army. We can win it, but, you know, they're going to be tough enough that we definitely want to fight it manually, and we got to be a little bit careful with some of our units here. But I think if we're intelligent about it, we can win that fight without losing any units. And it'll be good to start out the next episode then with a battle like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. We've got things under control over here in the east. A little bit of a waste of time running these two armies westward and then turning them around and running them back eastward again. But it's fine. It happens sometimes in warfare. And other than that, we are getting to the point where soon we'll get a defensive building built here and we don't have to hang out here to defend Port of Secrets. We'll take Crystal Spires, and we'll finish off Archaon in another episode or two, probably. So, at this point, I'm planning to continue the campaign, because I'm enjoying it too much. It's not doing great in terms of the views, but at least some of you are still following it, I know. And I'm still enjoying it, so that's really... Actually, quite frankly, that's the most important thing. So, alright, anyway, thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you on the next episode.